basically our weather impact alert today, tomorrow, and the rain, it's picking up already. Right
yeah,
now.
it is. And we love it when a forecast plays out exactly
Yes.
as we suggested it would. The rain is here. We've picked up 1/4 of an inch so far in downtown, anywhere from 1/3 to 2/3 of an inch in the coast range. So yes, we are full on weather impact alert mode here with heavy rain and some wind today. The wind will be stronger with the second system that comes in on Saturday, and then heavy cascade snow. That's also in the cards for later this weekend. How much rainfall are we looking for? Modeling suggests rainfall totals in the Willamette Valley on the order of 1.5 to 2.5 inches of rain, and easily maybe double that in the coast range. And of course, as we mentioned, in the higher terrain of the Cascades, that will eventually fall in the form of snow. Our atmospheric river, our fire hose, is pointed right at the northwest coast today at this noon hour. We're tracking 3 distinct weather systems that are going to impact our weather over the next 72 hours. First is this front and the atmospheric river. The next piece of energy is out here over the North Pacific. That comes ashore tomorrow with gusty winds. As that low pressure deepens, it's really going to induce a pretty gusty south wind. So we need to be prepared for that. The wind will be stronger tomorrow. And so not only do you need to drive carefully out there as we start to see the rain really accumulate, but you may want to secure loose objects like, your trash cans and whatnot, because when we talk about 30, 40 mile an hour wind gusts, some of that could be blowing around. All right, future cast for the rest of the day. Again, steady, generally light, at times moderate rains. The rainfall rates today haven't been exceedingly heavy. It's just going to rain 1/10 of an inch an hour for hours. And so by the time things are said and done, you can see how we're looking at 3/4 of an inch of rain just for today, right? We get a lull in the action overnight, but very quickly that second storm system comes ashore tomorrow. And then like spokes around a wheel, little waves are going to rotate around that main low pressure with areas of showers. And in some cases, these showers will be briefly heavy. We'll get a break and then we'll get a heavy shower. And just like that, we could pick up another inch plus of rain tomorrow. And then we get a third system, a weaker impulse that scoots through on Sunday, but that'll be just enough to enhance the rain once again and the snow in the Cascades. Wind advisory for the east slopes of the Cascades today for storm system number 1. Storm system number 2 prompting a high wind warning for the Tillamook, Lincoln County, Lane County coast and point south. Wind gusts there may exceed 50 to 60 miles an hour tomorrow. We've already felt 30 mile an hour wind gusts out of the east today, but as that front works its way through, south winds are going to pick up throughout the afternoon. So imagine driving around in the wind and the rain. It's not going to be a very pleasant afternoon to be on the roads today. And then tomorrow, with that stronger system developing offshore, south winds once again in the valley on the order of 35 to maybe 40 miles an hour for Saturday. So wind-driven rain in the forecast tomorrow. And last but not least, the winter weather advisory in the Cascades. For right now, up at 6,000 feet on Mount Hood, it's 40 degrees at Timberline. No precipitation up there yet, but the snow levels will lower. And eventually, I think this is important for anyone traveling over the Cascades this weekend. Sunday, we could be on the order of 4 to 10 inches of snow at Cascade Pass level. So you need to be prepared for wintry travel up there. Downtown Portland, rainy and breezy. There's that southwest wind right now at 23 miles an hour with higher gusts. We'll keep the wind and rain going into this afternoon. Windy, rainy again tomorrow. Showers linger into Sunday. And I'm looking for some breath. Let me get some air and maybe some dry air on Monday. Corey?
Perfect. Thank you, Chris.